Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the forecast, the pre-game show here on Manchester Storm TV. I'm your match night host, Aidan Millen, and I'm joined as always by Storm TV commentator Max Artis. Tonight, the Manchester Storm come off the back of two big wins against the Glasgow Clan, and tonight welcome the Nottingham Panthers. Now, before we get into talking about tonight's game, there's just something I'd like to address. I'm a Manchester-born boy. I was born and raised here, grew up watching the Manchester Storm back at the arena, and then 10 years ago I moved to Nottingham for a job. And as a result, I've gotten quite close to many people in the Panthers organisation, a lot of friends there, I know a lot of the fans, and as a result I keep a close eye on the things that are kind of going on there. And I must admit, the last couple of weeks have been pretty tough. Obviously, we all know the situation that had happened a few months ago, like the tragedy, how it's affected everybody involved at the club, the players, the fans, everybody. As we've seen, the team have struggled to get results. But one thing I've known for sure is the fact that these guys are still putting in the effort every week. You know, they're trying the absolute damnedest to get some results. And it's so disheartening to see some of the comments that we've been reading online. You know, people are saying stuff on Twitter. And I just wonder, how are these people really thinking about the effect that they have on the people that are reading it? Because you've got people at the Panthers staff who live this trauma. And then when people say stuff like trotting out the same old excuses, it just really gets me going. I just like to say to these people, if you're one of them, please think about the effect that your comments are having. Because ultimately, this is a team who are doing their damnedest to get some points, to get some wins, and a fan base who are doing their damnedest as well to help them get there. And if you are not going to do that, if you are sending these comments in, get out of the way. Just stop and just try and do some good, because I think I speak for most of the hockey family here. We don't need those people.
No.
Hockey family will survive without them, and we just wish the Panthers and everybody involved all the best for the rest of the season and the future.
Yeah, totally. I can't echo your words any more than any louder. You said it perfectly. Thank you.
Thanks. So, going into tonight's game, so like I say, the Manchester Storm coming off two big wins against the Glasgow Clan, and I think the big improvement that I've seen, the goals have started flowing, Max.
It's happening. I said it was going to happen at some point. They found something. They found their shooting sticks. They were probably hidden in the rack somewhere. They found them. They're pulling them out, and boy, God, are they finding the back of the net with them.
And for me, it's that first line. You know, you got Tremblay, Heinem, and Critchlow all firing, getting the points on the board. What do you think's really changed there?
It's just started to click. They found a chemistry. They found a way to make it work, and they found that the individual roles that each of them bring does something for that line, and results have come from it.
And going into ones to watch now for the Manchester Storm, I've got to go with the new guy, Austin Farley, playing his second game with the Storm. It was his debut last night. He scored his first goal, so he's off and running. And today he takes on his old club.
Yeah, we're going to see who got the better deal out of the Joe Hazeldine and Farley trade. And put it in quotation marks, trade. We'll see who came out the better on that. But with Farley getting a goal, I think it's swung in our favour in the Storm so far.
And obviously you're talking about Joe Hazeldine, so he's your one to watch for tonight?
Yeah, in that storyline. But for me, number 29 for the Panthers, he is an absolute water bug. He'll go out there and he'll hit anything, absolutely anything. And in this rink, he can get a lot of that done.
Yeah, it's funny that's an interesting narrative going into tonight, because I saw something on Twitter the other night about someone ranked each team's most prolific hitters, and obviously for Manchester Storm it's Lauren Hewlett, and for Nottingham Panthers it's Felix Paré, who's just come in and he's hitting at an incredible rate per game. And to see these two guys go head to head will be one interesting thing to see tonight. Yeah,
and they don't have to go far to meet each other as well. This rink is nice and tight and small, and there's plenty of opportunity to lay a hit.
So going into score predictions, I mean, obviously the Storm have had a couple of strong performances. The Panthers, they ran the Steelers very close last night, only losing 3-2. How do you see tonight going?
I wonder whether the Panthers have still got something left in the tank. I'm pretty sure they will have. Whether it will see out the full 60 minutes is yet to be seen. So I think it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be real close. I'm going to go 4-3. 4-3. Seems we found shooting sticks in both teams. 4-3 is my call for the game.
I was going to say 4-2.
Okay.
And as long as it goes to the Storm, I'm happy with that. But
of course,
that's it from us on the forecast tonight. We hope you have a great night with us.